First of all, excuse the look. I know I'm with him looking crazy. I figure I chime in because why the heck not? Right now, there's been a lot of conversation about Tuskegee and its new dress code policy. Might as well talk about it. It's a hot topic. I'm an HBCU alum. Let's get into it. Oh God. So I'm gonna start this off by giving y'all what I was taught at my HBCU, which is, by the way, the nation's first HBCU, Cheney University of Pennsylvania, out here in Cheney, PA, 45 minutes away from Philadelphia. One of the first things that my professors taught me at Cheney was, please be dressed. It doesn't matter how you're, like, don't look like you just walked out of bed, because you never know who's on campus. That was the golden rule at Cheney, to make sure that you never know who's walking around, and you want to present yourself well, because the thing is, you're not just representing yourself, you're also representing the university, and that's something I think that's a lot lost on people nowadays. Now, some people are like, it's anti-black, it's elitism, it's classism. It's not, though, when you really think about it. I mean, sure, wearing a bonnet, protecting that hairstyle, wearing a do-rag, protecting that hairstyle. But for the most part, those things are made for when you're sleeping. I understand maybe if it's humid outside, someone else can comment below and tell me how bonnets and do-rags can protect your hair when it's humid outside. I mean, I kind of get it with a do-rag, but a bonnet seems a lot looser than a do-rag, just my opinion. But, if it's really humid outside, I understand hairs get frazzled and frizzied up and all that good stuff. But bonnets and do-rags are more so like houseware. You know what I mean? Like, just like how you got house shoes, or how some people tell you to take off your regular shoes when you're in the house and they want you to walk around in socks. They don't want to track dirt and other germs all over their house. That's why you got house shoes. That's why you wear your socks while you're in the house. That's, people, you take off your outside clothes and you put on like your lounging wear, your in the house stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I think Tuskegee, what they're trying to do, they're trying to help these young people, grow up a little bit. And they're not telling them like, hey, you can't wear certain kind of t-shirts and this and the third. They're just telling them, hey, when you walk around campus, maybe lose the bonnet, maybe lose the do-rag, the house shoes, the PJs, like that stuff's not for outside. You know what I mean? Like, our elders have taught us, like, hey, at least my elders, and that's very surprising coming from me, low key. You don't come outside looking like no one cares about you. You don't come outside just looking like you just rolled out of bed, looking like your breath stink and stuff. Like, you don't want that. You want to make sure that you're representing both yourself and the university really well. And I know some people are like, well, that doesn't stop them from learning. What's wrong with them being comfortable? It's decorum. I'm sorry, but in this day and age, I think how people are right now, the standards right now, shrunk down. We're kind of hitting below the belt right now as far as like what our standards are, and it's just not where it's supposed to be at, right? People talk about like black excellence. Listen, I get it. You can absolutely have black excellence and have a grill in your mouth. You could be black excellence with Wix. You can have black excellence and with your half your hair is done, half your hair is not done. I get it. I totally understand it. As a person that would, go into classes with holes in his shoes, sometimes from skateboarding, 2 different color shoelaces, sometimes wearing mismatched socks. Hey, it happens. But at the same time, those were like super smaller things versus like, I look like I just rolled out of bed. Seriously. So a funny little story about wear in different like clothes. I remember I was having a class at Cheney. I was a little bit too early, a couple minutes or so. Actually, no, I was quite early actually. But I knew I didn't feel like going back to my room. I already had everything. I think I was at the library, came down, still a little bit too early. And there was this guy. He was super late going to class. He was like panicking. He arrived to the class. He tried to sneak into the class. The professor noticed him. The professor was like, hey, I know you're super late, but I'm gonna need you to go back to your room and change. And the guy was like, why I gotta change? He was like, because I don't want you walking in my class looking like that. Go back to your room, put on actual clothes, look like you want to learn, and come back. So the guy did come back. I don't know what I was doing. I was just lingering around, just chilling. I think I was reading a book or doing something on my phone, and I saw dude came back. It was time for me to go to my class, but before I went to my class, I popped my head in. Dude was talking to the professor. Him and the professor was having like a good powwow, and it probably was about the clothes and how the clothes that you wear kind of represent who you are as a person. Like when you just crawl out of bed and now you out here into the world, we don't know. That shirt could have a young bull stain. You could just be walking around with super tight shorts on, or the baggiest pants in the world. They are falling all over the place. PJs. Once again, PJs is not really appropriate for like just wearing outside. I know some people people are saying like, oh, it's classes. If you can afford actual pajama pants, I don't think that's classes. I'm sorry. I don't think the conversation about bonnets and do-rags being worn outside is about classism per se. I think in people saying it's anti-black, how's that anti-black when they just want you to rise up to the occasion? I think people's misinterpretations of all these things is just totally wrong, totally off kilter, and just in a whole nother realm. All right, well, that's all I really got for you guys. Tell me you guys what you think in the comments below, or wherever, in the comments, I guess, in the comments on TikTok and or YouTube. Please let me know what you think, and if you like takes like this, we could do more stuff like this. So peace out.